Last chance for football? Wait, what? Who's thinking about buying football in June to lock in their NFL and college football picks? Well, with the super early bird football promotion at WagerTalk and Sports Memo, we have a few reasons why. Early bird pricing for the NFL and college football combo is $8.99. Using coupon code football100, you can take $100 off, dropping the price to $7.99. If you purchase by June 30th and use coupon code football100 to get your $100 discount, we will also toss in an additional bonus. On July 4th, we'll take the highest scoring MLB game of the day and give you $10 for every run scored. Last year, 2 games put up 15 runs, so that would mean $150 in free wager bucks to use how you choose. The super early bird $100 discount using Football 100 and Wager Bucks bonus expires on June 30th with no exceptions. So if you plan to bet football this year, this is the lowest price we will offer you, so act fast and lock in your favorite football handicappers in both NFL and college football through the National Championship and Super Bowl.
Welcome into First Pitch for Thursday, June 23rd. I am Drew Martin, joined by Dave Koken and Jimmy Adams of WagerTalk.com. We're breaking down 3 games on tonight's slate. We got the Houston Astros, New York Yankees, Baltimore Orioles, Chicago White Sox, Philadelphia Phillies, and San Diego Padres to finish it off. We got best bets at the end. Starting off here, Yankee Stadium, guys. We get the Houston Astros at the New York Yankees, 7:05 Eastern start here, Dave. Framber Valdez, the lefty, on the hill for the Stros. We get Jameson Taillon going for the Yankees, seeing about -120, -125. That's the Yankees as a short home favorite. 8.5 the total. Dave, coming to you first. You liking anything with the Astros and Yankees tonight?
Yeah, this is a play for me. I made my free play today. It's not a best bet, but it is a 3% play. And it's on the first 5 under 4.5 runs. So let's break down the game a little bit. First of all, I don't want to go against the Yankees. They've only won 14 straight at home. So, that's a little bit crazy to try and beat them at what is not a particularly good price. Both offenses are cooking right now, which does create some worry as far as an under is concerned. But I am one who still believes good pitching beats good hitting. And here we've got Framber Valdez, who basically is impossible to barrel. He's giving up 3% barrels on the season, which is absolutely phenomenal. He's got a great ground ball rate. And, he doesn't beat himself. So I think Valdez can contain the Yankees. Jameson Taillon, it's under the radar because there's a lot of guys in the Yankees who get way more attention, both on the starting pitching with Garrett Cole and Cortez, and, of course, the big bats on the offense. But Taillon's pitching really good ball for the Yankees. He's been very steady, and he's been solid at home ever since he became a Yankee. So even though you get 2 very potent offenses here, I think this is an under for the first 5. After that, I really don't care. I just want to get good performances out of Valdez and Taillon early on, and I think I will. First 5 under 4.5 runs is a play for me tonight.
Jimmy, Dave brings up some good points in terms of the statistics for the starting pitchers tonight. I'll throw out a couple more here, Jimmy. I mean, for the full season, both top 5 lineups. The last week, top 5 lineups. These lineups are both top 5 versus the handedness of pitcher they're facing. So really good starting pitching, really good lineups. Oh, and the bullpen, both top 5 by most metrics as well. This is a playoff matchup waiting to happen here. We're getting a look at it tonight in Yankee Stadium. What are you like in Astros and Yanks tonight, Jimmy?
Yeah, there's no way I can step in front of the Yankees either. So Yankees won 18-21, obviously. They come home now to start a 4-game set with the Astros. New York, I believe, the 3rd fastest team to 50 home runs at this point in the season since 1930. So they're making some history. And they've shown they can win in a variety of ways. A nice come-from-behind win last night. Aaron Judge hits 2 more home runs, number 26 and 27 on the year, which is pretty unbelievable. And I don't think very many people saw New York's starting pitching staff as a whole being this dominant, but they've just been phenomenal the whole way through. So they rank 1st in ERA at 2.9, and the Yankees are 1st in runs per game at 5.12. So a pretty good combination there to be successful. Jameson Taillon, last start, another gem. No runs, 8 strikeouts versus the Blue Jays. A pretty good offense. New York's won the last 5 times he's taken the mound, and 11 of the 13 games he's taken the mound. So, yeah, New York just continues to win. Framber Valdez, he's a good pitcher. He can have issues a little bit with walks at times, but I'm kind of nitpicking there. He's a pretty solid arm. And Houston's playing good baseball as well. Winners of 6-7. That being said, though, there's no way I'm betting against the Yankees right now. I'll probably have a little bit in my pocket, actually. Give me the Yankees tonight.
All right, good start here, guys. Good game there. We also got a good one heading to the Windy City for the next game up, 8:10 Eastern start here, Jimmy. We get the Baltimore Orioles and the Chicago White Sox. The Sox going with Cueto on the hill, the ageless one, if you will, versus Dean Kremer, the former UNLV Rebel, going for the Orioles. Total of 9. Seen about minus 150 right now for the White Sox, ties minus 160, I guess. You know, the White Sox, Jimmy, going through some injuries here, but at times they're playing some good baseball. What are you thinking tonight, Orioles and White Sox tonight?
So I'm going to be all over the Orioles. A fun win for the Orioles yesterday as Austin Hayes hits for the cycle, and he does it in just 6 innings as the game got rained out. So that was pretty cool. Orioles, they may not have the best batting average overall as a whole, but this team's got some pop. I mean, Trey Mancini and Anthony Santander go yard again yesterday, and they've now won 4 of 6. They're scoring at a pretty high rate. They're plating runs well over the last couple of weeks. So kind of a bet on team, especially when you can get them in the plus price range. Limited action out of Dean Kremer, but he's off back-to-back good starts. 6 innings pitched, no runs last time out, 1 earned run the start before. Both Orioles wins. And I don't know if a lot of the public realizes this, but the Orioles have a pretty darn good bullpen. Yesterday, they were ranked number 7th in the majors in bullpen ERA, so definitely a top 10 bullpen. So when they get a lead, they can hold on to it. And then you mentioned the injuries, Drew. Yeah, the injuries are really starting to mount for the South Side. So 3 guys alone left the game yesterday. 3 guys left the game yesterday alone, Danny Mendick, Adam Engel, and Luis Roberts all leave the game yesterday. And that just adds to a laundry list of injuries. Yasmani Grandal is questionable. Tim Anderson's been being monitored with a groin injury. So the list goes on. On top of that, Johnny Cueto has an ERA of 8 and 3 career starts against the Orioles in his career. So I'm going to have the Orioles at the plus price in my pocket this evening.
Sure, good analysis there, Jimmy. And just to add a couple more names, Dave, we get Eloy Jimenez. He's on the IL. Their closer, Liam Hendricks. I mean, there's injuries, and then there's your lineup and your roster is absolutely banged up. That is the Chicago White Sox right now. Not to mention their bottom 3 lineup against righties, only better than the Tigers and the Athletics. They're facing a righty tonight. Dave, what are you liking on the South Side?
Well, I can't disagree with anything. The White Sox are definitely not a play-on team right now. The injury situation is not good. And Robert, if he's out for anything other than a game or 2, that would be a significant loss. The other 2 guys, not so much. Cueto's been great. Okay, he's the latter-day Luis Tiant, going out there and just baffling the opposition with a variety of release points. He'll turn around and look at center field sometimes. You never know what he's going to do. He's a magician out there. But Kramer's pitched pretty well for the Orioles. Not great. He's not a big strikeout guy, but he's not getting hit with hard contact. Very few barrels up so far. Orioles not very good on the road, and that does bother me a little bit. I can't get to the window with this, but if I were going to bet the game, I think the only way I could play would be the Baltimore side.
Yeah, I agree with you, Dave. I mean, Jimmy, just final thought here. You can get them as high as plus 142 at Westgate in Vegas. It's pretty much plus 140 widely available. To Dave's point, the Baltimore Orioles 13 and 22 on the road. Sounds like we're all leaning towards the Orioles. I mean, can we make this a show bet? Jimmy, your final thoughts here. Are you going to get to the window?
Oh, yeah. No, I'll definitely have some money in my pocket on the Orioles. So consensus bet, I think.
Okay. All right. Looking towards the big barking dog there in the Orioles, who, hey, this isn't the last couple years, guys. The Orioles are a lot better this season. So that's the 8:10 Eastern start in Chicago. We'll move out west here for our final game before best bets. We got the Philadelphia Phillies and the San Diego Padres here, Dave. Ranger Suarez, the lefty, going for the Phils. Musgrove for the Padres, seeing about minus 140 now. See what the graph's saying, minus 160. It's actually in the middle, about high 140s right now, minus 150 if you're looking at the WagerTalk odds screen. Low total here of 7. Dave, hats off to you in calling the Phillies in that win streak after firing the manager. Guys, if you're just joining us on First Pitch, Dave called that right when it happened. They went on a huge winning streak. Although, Dave, last 3 games they've dropped them all, so it's kind of watered under the bridge. Going up against Joe Musgrove here, Cy Young candidate. What are you liking in Petco tonight?
Yeah, the follow the Phillies thing is done. Okay, and now they're starting to regress a little bit. And there's, look, they're a decent baseball team, but they've got a lot of flaws. And no, changing the manager is not going to change that. They're just not as good as the Braves. They're not as good as the Mets, and I don't think they're going to be a playoff team. But it was a nice run. Now they have to face Joe Musgrove, who is one of the Cy Young contenders in the National League. Padres have won all but one of his starts this year. He has been tremendous, and there's nothing to indicate that he's not going to go out there and pitch well again. Padres, of course, now missing Machado, and have been missing Tatis, but it didn't slow them down. Excuse me, against the Diamondbacks, and a good series against Arizona. So, yeah, everything's coming up roses right now for the Padres, except for the injury situation. And I think they're catching the Phillies going back in the other direction. I don't want to lay this much of a price. I think it's a little too steep. But the Phillies, the Padres would be the only side I would consider here with Musgrove on the mound.
Yeah, Jimmy, I'm with Dave. Looking towards the Friars here at home. Last game on the card, the only West Coast game, so it's got a little bit of a degenerate special feel. Probably a lot of tickets written. What would you suggest here, Phillies and Padres tonight?
So this is actually my paid selection for the clients, so I'm going to have to leave it to Dave's analysis. But I will just kind of throw out a few numbers and talk a little bit. So my best bet is going to be on the Yankees for the show. It's kind of a limited card, so we weren't able to go into detail too much. But Yankees for the best bet. And then, head over to WagerTalk if you haven't already. Get involved with a subscription or a single game package. We've hit 11 straight 5% winners, and people love those, but it's not just the 5%ers that have been cashing. We're on a 22-10 run. We're on a 34-15 run. So make sure you get yourself a subscription. That's by far your best value. And that's about all I'm going to have today for the show. But good luck to everyone, and let's just keep cashing tickets.
Absolutely. Cash and tickets, the name of the game. Well, before we get to best bets, guys, we do have a lot of day action here. A lot already went off. We do have 2:10 going in about 7 minutes. St. Louis Cardinals with Hudson versus Milwaukee Brewers, Alexander on the hill. And we got one on the West Coast here, day action, Seattle and Oakland, Robbie Ray, Frankie Montez. Dave, I was looking to get on the Mariners here, minus 120 as the road favorite, just kind of like a fade on the A's up against Frankie Montez. Did you have any day action going, Dave? If not, that's good. We can get to best bets.
Yeah, I do, but it's not on that game. Look, Oakland's doing what I want them to do because I've got a 5% play on the A's to go under their win prop, and through 70 games or so, it's where I would want to be, because they're losing more than 2 out of every 3 games. So on a good pace there. I went 4-0 yesterday. So coming out of a real good day. No featured play tonight. But I do want to mention the football. And despite the fact I didn't have a good college football season last year, but to show you how strong my college football has been over the years, I'm still, in spite of the fact that I didn't have a good year last year, number 1 overall in college football all time at WagerTalk. So that football 100 coupon code, use it between now and the 30th. You get $100 off, plus you get that July 4th special, which, who knows, with the offenses heating up, maybe you get a 25-run game out there on July the 4th. That would get you $250 in wager bucks. It's a really good special. Urge everybody to take advantage of it. We'll go from there. Best bet for the show is the Astros Yankees first 5 under 4.5. It is a play for me tonight. Not a big play, but it's a 3% selection. I think it's got a good chance to cash.
Check out Dave Koch at number one MLB handicapper since 2019 at WagerTalk.com. Also, college football. You just heard it there. We got Jimmy Adams on the show. 11-0, 5% run. That's 100%. He's also 69% his last 32 MLB plays, and the number one NFL preseason handicapper just last season. Of course, we got football coming right around the corner, CFL going right now, NFL preseason, week 0 college football will be here before you know it. So, guys, check it out, WagerTalk.com. For my best bet, I am going to the nightcap, the only West Coast game here, the Padres at home in Petco. Cy Young candidate on the hill in Joe Musgrove going up against the Philadelphia Phillies. Guys, we talked about it. That run that they were on after firing the manager, long gone, water under the bridge. They've lost 3 straight games against the Nationals and the Rangers, 2 teams under 500 to start this road trip. Now they're going up against the Padres, 44-win team in the Padres with a good pitcher on the hill. They're also 20-13 at home. So I'm taking the Friars tonight. If you want detailed written analysis, check out my page, Drew Martin, WagerTalk.com. Throw it over to Jimmy Adams here with any kind of final thoughts for the show, Jimmy, and what do you got for best bets?
Yeah, no, I think summed it up pretty well. Yankees are going to be the best bet tonight. Didn't have a lot of early action. I almost pulled the trigger on Cleveland, but didn't get to the window. Like the Orioles tonight as well, and then one paid selection on the Padres-Phillies game. You can get it all at WagerTalk.com. And, let's just continue to roll. Good luck to everyone. It's been a good ride.
All right, he's Jimmy Adams. Check him out, WagerTalk.com, and his best bet for the show, Yankees, minus $1.25. I'm on the Padres, minus 150, and we get Dave Koch, Astros, Yankees, first 5 under 4.5, that is. So for Dave Koch, Jimmy Adams, I am Drew Martin. Guys, we'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. Huge shout out to the chat box. Feel free to reply below. Let us know what you're betting. Any questions for the show, we'll answer them on tomorrow's show. So come back and join us same time, same place tomorrow. Best of luck with your bets until then. Thanks for tuning in.
Last chance for football? Wait, what? Who's thinking about buying football in June to lock in their NFL and college football picks? Well, with the super early bird football promotion at WagerTalk and Sports Memo, we have a few reasons why. Early bird pricing for the NFL and college football combo is $8.99. Using coupon code football100, you can take $100 off, dropping the price to $7.99. If you purchase by June 30th and use coupon code football100 to get your $100 discount, we will also toss in an additional bonus. On July 4th, we'll take the highest scoring MLB game of the day and give you $10 for every run scored. Last year, 2 games put up 15 runs, so that would mean $150 in free wager bucks to use how you choose. This super early bird $100 discount using Football 100 and Wager Bucks bonus expires on June 30th with no exceptions. So if you plan to bet football this year, this is the lowest price we will offer you, so act fast and lock in your favorite football handicappers in both NFL and college football through the National Championship and Super Bowl.